answers. You're already there. So that's another innovation which I probably didn't explain well right now, but think has made an enormous effect of people actually using the Chinese-driven Baidu compared to the more English-driven Google or Yahoo China. Okay, any questions? Yes? Great. So let me repeat Clay Shirky's question. He said, we talked earlier about farmers phoning in to get the current price of rice so they don't get screwed at the market. And the question, which I think is on many of our hearts here, what has the social innovation been which was sort of coming enabled by the technological and by the economic innovation which you enabled 10 years ago? Thanks, Clay.
So, I mean, I think the quick answer to, and this is not just in relation to UT Starcom's achievement, but just generally over the internet, is of course the information arbitrage is basically gone, or almost gone in some of these cases. And I certainly know from, Hong Kong used to always be a base for that type of information arbitrage, buying stuff in China, selling it to America, and so on. And Hong Kong, many of Hong Kong's merchants are finding themselves in a new situation where basically, a farmer in Xinjiang who basically grows cotton says, hey, it sells for this price, I want more. And sometimes the issue also is with regards to sort of honoring contracts and sort of business styles. So they need to adjust. And in a way, you could say that creates and generates more wealth back into China. And the same is true for factories and manufacturing as well. It used to be very sort of overseas, specifically Hong Kong dominated, and now a lot of those factory workers are opening up their own factories and using sites like Alibaba or even other sites to sell to the world.
I want to add on that in terms of social, the impact for those innovations there is the previous company, UT Starcom, as mentioned, because of lower cost, enabling a lot of the poor people can using the digital phone in much sooner than, I will say probably 5 years earlier than they would be able to do it. So in that sense, break the digital gap dramatically.
Any other questions or comments? So in summary, we have tried to put together half an hour here where we picked out of the truly plethora of possible innovations which we were discussing 5. 2 technological one in the mobile space, the second one in the internet space, that was the PP live streaming, which we believe has a very, very good technology. The third one, a creativity innovation where you tap into the pool of the hundreds of millions of people in China, and the West now imports their talent. The fourth, the business model innovation in games, which accepts the reality of piracy, but then builds business models about virtual item trading, originally coming from Korea. And the fifth, in e-commerce, where China has definitely moved from manufacturing to information. The information asymmetry, which used to be the heart of many businesses running, as it's disappearing, I think those companies will really be flourishing. If there are no other questions, no comments here in public, let's say that all 3 of us are available in private for conversations. And let me end by thanking you guys very much for coming out here from Hong Kong and from China. Thank you. Thank you, Chauncey. Thank you. And thank you.